a baby ride. Hey, it's a step up from last time.
Recently, I went to an amusement park. It was great. I was with my family. It was wonderful. We stayed in the kiddie side because we had all kiddies, and then we kind of moseyed on over to the adult side.
Hi everyone, this is Ruth M. Haynes, and I'm here with Energized Wednesday. All right, today we're going to talk about fear, okay? Fear used to be something that held me back so bad. I was afraid of everything. You might be brave in one area and bold, right? But then in another area, you got this fear that's holding you back. Most likely it's fear of the unknown or fear of something that you've never experienced before. You don't have a lot of experience with it, so you feel like you got to back down. Once I find a challenge where I'm like, I really don't know too much about it, I used to back down, but now it's like, well, I'm going to push forward. I'm going to push. And I'm going to keep pushing until I break through. I have to. That's what I want from you guys. You got to push forward until you break through. You cannot be afraid anymore. Only thing you should be afraid of is fear itself.
Now, the thing about the amusement park is that in 12 years, I haven't ridden a scary ride. Why? Because I've had a baby, I had some things happen that, were just unexpected. I'm like tearing up. I couldn't take it. I was like, this is serious for me.
Scared, shivering, fine.
But I was determined to face my fears yesterday. I was determined to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not going to live. I'm not going to be one of those people that have fear and let it, continue on and on and on. It's just a amusement park ride. Like, I'll be fine, right?
Number one, I want to tell you that you can be scared, but don't stay scared. You gotta feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear where you shaking and you gotta get up and you gotta sing in front of everybody. Feel the fear when you gotta get up and speak in front of people. It's time to put on your big girl panties. It's time to put on your big boy underwear and say, let's go. We gotta go get our dream. Thrive on one level and thrive on another level, because you won't feel fulfilled. I'm stuck. I don't know what else to do. I felt like, oh, that was a challenge. Sometimes that kind of stuff gets in the way of your dreams because it's here to be a distraction. Understand that if you have faith that it's got to work itself out. Some people can say, I'm so afraid, I'm so scared, I'm gonna just keep what I have, and other people said, I'm scared that I can't feed my family, I'm scared that I can't move forward in my dreams, so I'm gonna take that fear and use it to do something positive. I'm gonna take that fear to use it to get where I gotta go. So you can be scared, but you can't stay scared. Well, didn't you do it last time? You didn't die, pass out, or fall out when you did it?
Like tearing up, I couldn't take it. I was like, this is serious for me. So what fear does is stops you from being in motion. It makes you freeze, dead in your tracks. You will not die if you do what you fear. You will not die if you do what you fear. Everything off my list, and so this was the one thing that was remaining on the list.
Number two, you gotta fight the fear. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta fight the fear by showing up. If you show up, that's half the battle. But if in your mind you're like, no, you shouldn't even show up, you're gonna be embarrassed. Oh, they're gonna laugh at you. I don't know. If you're afraid, you gotta do it. If you're afraid to do it, you gotta do it. Some things you've never done. See, a lot of people on your free time, on your spare time, that you should try. There's some things, some hobbies you need to adapt. So you can say, oh, this is what I like to do in my spare time. Once that opportunity comes, you can start building up on it. It's not to distract you, but it's just like, well, what happens if I actually do write an article? What happens if I actually do come up with this brilliant idea? Do you think I can get investors? But you never know if you never write the business plan. If something happens like that's crazy, it's like an opportunity opens up. Once you're done that thing, if you did that website, you never have to do it again. So do it and be done. Now you can say, I'm gonna conquer something else. So if you have a business, right? That's why I promote you having your own business, because if you had a business, you'll just get all these different skills. Certain jobs allow you to do that as well, but you get all these little skills. Okay, I learned how to build a website. I know how to get a customer. I know how to keep my customer happy. I know how to, open and close the doors. I know how to pay payroll. I know how to do all these different things, Those things are going to be helpful, for your big business, for your big plan. Nobody wants to sit there and work for, and until they fall out. But you got to get the skills. So whatever you got to do to get the skills, whatever you have to pay to get the skills. See, you don't learn this kind of stuff in college. So sometimes you got to go out there, put your money where your mouth is, and go ahead and start that business and go ahead and see how it works and get into that world, because nobody's going to give you an opportunity. You got to bust through that door. That is you busting through that door. Number 3, do it until the fear leaves you.
Hold the thing while we get on again.
They're all going on again.
Do it until the fear leaves you. I'm afraid. I was afraid to write the check. I was afraid. I said, well, I had this money in my account. I'm going to have not much left to do everything that I need to do if I go ahead and invest in this business. I was afraid. I stalled. Monday, Tuesday, I'm like, wait, maybe these people are right. Maybe I should go about it a whole nother way. Everybody always have another strategy for you. And that strategy includes the start date, never. Everybody's suggestions always seem to be, wait, don't do anything, don't be scared, don't be risky, you'll lose it all. Nobody's saying quit your job tomorrow and just run and do whatever you want to do. Nobody's saying that, but be strategic, build up your skills, start to make money so that you can match your income, okay? Your business starts here, but it's past the potential to take you here, and this is your salary now. So you gotta wait until you rise up to here, and beat that salary. What are you waiting for? Your family needs you. Your family needs you. Your future needs you. Go forward, guys. Don't be afraid. Do it until the fear leaves you. I used to be afraid, but now it's like, well, the first time you get the shakes, once you get to a bigger venue than you've ever had, then you're gonna be nervous. There's so many people that are professionals and they're nervous. There's so many people that have a presentation to do and they're nervous. There's so many people that has dreams they want to go for, but they're nervous. But once you realize everybody's on your side in the crowd, it's cool. Know that you're helping somebody just by standing there, having the courage to stand there, having the courage to feel your fear and do it anyway. Everybody's felt fear. So I know that you guys can relate because you feel it. You feel it like you feel so paralyzed, like you can't do anything, you can't go anywhere, but you gotta practice, practice, practice. If I get up and I sing and I know I did not practice, man, it's not gonna come out right. But if I practice and practice and practice, my confidence level goes up. And because my confidence is up, I deliver. I'm better at it because I practice. A lot of times we don't do well because we don't like to practice. Well, if you're gonna be a professional, you gotta practice. And you can't practice on the cutting room floor. I wrote that in my book. You can't practice on the cutting room floor. You gotta practice at home on your Sally, on Susie, on Tamika. You gotta practice on them. And then you bring it to the salon. Then you can't just practice when you're on your customer to how to have good customer service. You practice with your family. And then you say, okay, now I know what it takes to do what I gotta do. Do it until the fear leaves you. Practice until the fear leaves you. And once you get up and you get in that arena, your performance, your past performance, you're gonna do well. It's gonna push you and elevate you because you practice already. And what you say to yourself is, I've done this already. I just did it on another level. Imagine yourself in front of the crowd. Imagine yourself doing the thing you love to do. Imagine yourself feeling your purpose. Imagine yourself getting to the highest of heights of the pinnacle of your life. Imagine yourself executing, have a vision for yourself. Know that you could do so much more and be so much more. Thank you so much for listening, and please thumbs up, like us, but most of all subscribe so you can get some more videos.